I'm reading a cozy fantasy book called The Spell Shop. The book isn't that great so far. I'm only about, I don't know, about 20% in. But it has a bakery in it. Bakery is not the main feature of the story, but it's there quite prominently. And the main character visits it for the first time and smells and tastes sweet cinnamon raisin buns. Oh my god. The moment I read that, I immediately wanted to have buns myself. Sweet cinnamon buns. And so I dropped the book, kept everything aside, and went and actually started mixing dough. Thankfully, I had yeast at home, like the last bit of it, just half teaspoon of yeast was left in the pack, but that was enough. Turned out to be enough. I was so surprised that that much yeast actually yielded the amount of buns that I normally make with a whole teaspoon of yeast. So that was something interesting to note for me. And I had run out of raisins, so I used tutti frutti. I had tutti frutti in the fridge, and I made these cinnamon raisin buns. No, I mean cinnamon tutti frutti buns, not raisin buns. And I also, because I was making it completely with all-purpose flour, I was feeling a little bad. So I thought, okay, let me compensate for it, and added three, four fistfuls, huge fistfuls of oats into the dough and mixed it, and then made it. They rose so beautifully, and of course, while baking, the whole house was smelling yummy. If you're a baker, you know how a house smells when bread is baking in the house. It's like the most wholesome and it's such a delightful smell. Bread turned out yum, and adding the oats turned out to be a great idea. I always like to add oats in breads when I make them because they add a very nice texture. But anyway, yummy buns, and I'm like sitting and eating it and laughing over how suggestible I am when it comes to books. All I have to do is read like this one name of some baked good, especially baked goods in books, and I'll be like, ooh, I want it. I need to make it. It's so funny. I don't feel it with food, like regular dishes or even beverages as such. Beverages, anyway, when it comes to coffee, I'll tell you a story about what happens when I watch TV series and I watch especially cop shows where they're all drinking black coffee. And sometimes I crave those. But that's a story for another day. I'm kind of over that now. But when it comes to baked goods in books, I am a total sucker for them. By the way, hi, I'm Susmita Veganosaurus, and you're listening to the Feel Good Factor. I'm so glad you could join me today. This is a podcast about mindfulness, joyfulness, well being for creative entrepreneurs, multi passionates, and small business owners who run conscious businesses. If you enjoyed this episode, then sign up for my free newsletter, The Feel Good Tribe. Go to veganosaurus.com/newsletter to sign up. The link is in the show notes. Anyway, back to the cinnamon buns, or rather, back to the book. I've been reading a lot. Like reading is a huge part of my life. If you visited my website, my bio, the one of the first lines there is, I read voraciously. I just love reading, and books, especially novels, fiction books are just they fill up my life with so much joy. The thing about reading fiction stories is they make you see the world in a different way, and each author's writing style, each story, of course, and the way they build characters and worlds, everything makes you look at the world in new and interesting ways. And there are all these subtleties and nuances you pick up, and you don't even realize you're picking them up. Of course, there are the the impacts like making cinnamon buns when you shouldn't be making cinnamon buns and for stuffing your face with them, at least not loads of them. But other than that, there's so much benefit in reading fiction. We think of reading very often as again a self improvement activity. The self improvement is a side benefit. It's just the joy that it brings, the relaxation, and this ability to be carried by your imagination into a totally different world. That is such a gift to be able to enjoy it. And reading shouldn't be done like, okay, I have to read so many books in a year. I mean, it's fun to have all these yearly challenges and track them and all that, fair enough on the side, but that shouldn't be the main goal of it. It should be for the joy of reading, reading for the joy of reading. And this can happen with fiction only. Because when you read non-fiction, then it becomes more about learning things, and, as I said, self-improvement. And great, non-fiction is great. Of course, there's a lot to learn in non-fiction books too. But fiction has a certain magic that helps in ways that's hard to express. When I used to run my restaurant, even through my most difficult, hardest times, my books, um, they helped me through all of that. I read through it all, always. I would be waiting for our evening, afternoon to evening break in the weekdays, to close the restaurant, and 3:30 we'd shut down, and most of the guys would leave. One or two of us would remain in the restaurant, and then I would quietly, like, a few of the boys would fall asleep, and I would be there on the couch just reading my Terry Pratchett Discworld books. My God, my Discworld books just took me through all the difficult times, because it they pulled me away from what was happening in the world, and just for those couple of hours, it was my time, and being whisked away into a fantasy, laughing a little bit, relating and connecting to these characters, living in another world. That was always a great reset. It was such a refreshing thing. And my team would fall asleep nicely and wake up feeling all fresh and nice. And for me, this reading is what made me feel really fresh and really nice. So, as a person who might be running multiple businesses, or even if it's one business, doing multiple tasks for your business, as somebody who may be doing a lot of creative activities, you may be getting your creative fix through a lot of the work that you do, even related to your business, like if you're doing photography, or if you're baking, or writing, creating, marketing posters. All these are creative activities, right? You may be getting your creativity fix. So that's great and that's healthy. But I also highly suggest getting your fiction fix, a reading fix. See if you can, even if you don't right now. If you do, then fantastic. But if you don't right now, make sure that every single day, at least a few pages, you sit and read books and relax. Like stepping away from the physical world of your business, of course, but also away from the online world. Turning off all notifications, knowing that there is not going to be any disturbance, and then read a storybook, read a fiction. It's a wonderful habit to inculcate, no matter what age you are, what stage in your life you are. Books are absolute magic. You never know how you're going to feel inspired to create, or how you will relate to a message that comes from the book, so you feel good about what's happening in your life, or you have hope about things that are happening in your life. Or maybe there's going to be a situation where you meet a certain person a customer or client or even a colleague, a community member, somebody, and you know how to talk to them or how to handle a specific situation because of something you picked up and learned from a book. Last year, I shared an episode number 229, and it was all about the difference between niceness and kindness and how that applies to us while we run a business. So it was just like this one little paragraph in Sangu Mandana's book called The Very Secret Society of Irregular Witches. But it made me pause and think a lot, and it out of that came an entire episode, a little lesson that I could share here on my podcast. Often I do quote books here on the show, and sometimes it's from fiction, sometimes it's from non-fiction. But learning from a story, a situation, the way we learn, that impacts us in a much stronger, deeper way than learning from just a lesson. You know, just listening to somebody talking about a way to handle things, a way to do things, whatever. So yeah, listen to episode 229 and and also pick up a fiction book today. It doesn't matter if you're going to be reading it on your phone like an ebook, or you're listening to it on Audible, you know, an audiobook, or reading a physical book. That doesn't matter. All of it counts as long as you make reading an important part of your life, reading fiction, reading stories, a big part of your life. If not anything else, just by reading stories and watching the way these stories are spun, when finally you need to talk about your own business stories, your brand's own journey, your brand's little anecdotes, you will know how to spin them, how to write them, how to put them out there. So, yeah, that is it. That's the episode for today. Start reading a fiction book. That is all I have to share and ask you. I request you to pick up this wonderful habit of reading fiction. All right, talk to you again next week. Take care. I'm Susmita Veganosaurus. This is a Feel Good Factor. Sign up for my free newsletter, The Feel Good Tribe. Go to veganosaurus.com/newsletter to sign up. Talk to you again next week. Bye.